If you're going to testify, you need to turn your camera on and raise your right hand, please, so we can swear you in.
Video's not working.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Cause number 24, the state of Cody Neal Campbell.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Ms. Reiner. How are you?
Good, how are you? This is Miss Sarah.
You may proceed.
Thank you. I'm here on behalf of Cheryl Stout, the Dependent Administrator of the estate, to determine the heirs of Cody Neal Campbell. I call Brandon Stout. I believe Mr. Stout's video is off, though.
Yeah, Mr. Stats, you need to turn your video on so we can see you.
I'm trying to get it to come on now.
Okay. And it's Miss Zera. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't understand.
All right. While he's working on that, let's skip down to cause number 74, state of Mary Jane Powell.
Yes, Your Honor, we're here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And you may proceed. Good morning, Ms. Clapper.
We've got I've got all the witnesses here in my office with me.
Okay. And we've sworn them in.
Yes, we all
You may
are.
proceed, Counselor. Ms. Clapper, you're muted too. I know
So I was looking for idle item. Is she here?
she's there. It says
Okay.
Georgia. She's muted,
Okay.
but she's on.
All right. I'll start with the first witness. I'm calling Carrie McCaffrey. Let me get her on camera for you here. Let's see. There we go. This is Miss McCaffrey. Can you state your full name for the case?
May Blackburn McCaffrey.
And how did you know the decedent?
Through friendship, we met in about 1990, and actually her mother and my grandmother worked together at the hospital when she was a child, so we've known the family for quite a while.
And so over those years, you would get to know like her family and you know who her family was, and
I attended college with her daughter Tanya, and we graduated together, celebrated our graduations together as teachers, and so that was in 1994.
And to your knowledge, when she passed away, did she pass away on January 20th, 2025?
Yes, she did.
And she was married at the time, correct?
Yes.
And who was she married to? And would that be Michael Kenneth Powell?
Yes.
Okay. And did they have two children of that marriage?
Yes, Tanya and Amanda.
Okay. And those two children are the only children you know of. You haven't heard of any other
Yes.
children from either party
That's right.
that they were having. They were married for a long time,
Yeah.
correct?
They
Okay.
are.
Okay. And you've not received any compensation for this testimony today, have you?
No.
Okay. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Ms. Clapper.
Good morning. How are you doing
Thank you.
since we last spoke, Miss Kimball? Hello?
Ms. McCaffrey?
This is Miss McCaffrey, yep.
McCaffrey.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ms. Kimball.
And right, Carrie McCaffrey. And I remember you telling me about the 30 years that you've known the decedent, and you also know her surviving husband,
Right.
and that he was the only husband she had during her lifetime.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and that she has two children, who is Tanya Michelle Powell Hutton, who resides in Baytown, Texas, and Amanda Dawn Powell Baker, who lives in Baytown, Texas as well. And that's her only two heirs, other than her husband.
Correct.
And you know of no other person who's claiming to be her child or in any way one of her descendant heirs.
No, ma'am.
Correct. And you've already been asked, but you've not been promised anything to testify here. You're testifying because you knew her
Right.
and loved her and wanted and want to help her husband with the fallout of the loss of a wonderful wife.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay, Your Honor. I'd like to call Ernest Wesley Crocker. Can y'all switch seats here?
Let's swap seats.
Yeah. Mr. Crocker, can you state your full name to the court?
Ernest Wesley Crocker.
And you were familiar with Mary Jane Powell?
Yes, sir.
You knew her for several years?
Yes, I've known Mike and Mary, Mike since 1965, and I knew Mary before she married Michael.
Okay. And over that time, you would definitely, as a friend, a close friend of the family, you definitely know the situation of their family. Is that right?
That is correct.
And can you just explain that to us? I know that you might have heard it before. But just go ahead and say again what you believe to be the family dynamics.
Their family were a lot more. Mary was married. I mean, Mary and Mike were married far longer than I've ever been.
And then they only had 2 children of the marriage. Is that
As
right?
far as I know, they've only had the 2 children.
Is Michael Kenneth Powell
Correct.
and Tanya Michelle Hutton. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Tanya Michelle Hutton and Amanda Dawn Baker. Is that right?
I would
Yes.
assume you.
Yeah, those are the only. Okay. And you have not received any testimony for your test.
No,
You've not
none-
received any compensation
No,
for your
none has been offered or asked for.
Okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Clapper.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just fine.
It's wonderful to see you in person after speaking with you. You knew them for well over 30 years, did you not?
Yeah, I've known Mike since 1965. I am not sure when they married, but I knew her prior to the marriage.
Okay. And you knew that she only had 2 daughters during her lifetime,
That is correct.
and that there is no other child, to your knowledge, that could claim to be a descendant or heir of the decedent.
That is correct.
Okay. And she was only married one time, and that was to her husband of many years, of 50 plus years, I think. Am I wrong?
I have no idea because I can't tell you the day they got married.
Okay, well, I can tell you that they married April 5th of 1974 in Harris County, Texas.
Okay. So I've known them when they first started dating. So therefore I've known her that long.
And so we can my appointment in this case is to ensure that before the court is all of the known heirs of the decedent, and that would be the 2 children, the 2 girls who live in Baytown, and her husband. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Oh, one other question that ad litem's must ask. No one's promised you anything, begged you to come here. You come here because you're a friend, you've known them well, and you can provide to the court your knowledge of the decedent's
That is
heirs.
correct.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with me earlier and for appearing here on behalf of the family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pass the witness.
I'd like to call Michael Kenneth Powell. And Your Honor, we're going to go and put up the testimony for the independent administration as well. Is that how you'd like to do it, or?
Yeah, that's fine. I see there's one order for the judgment declaring heirship, determining heirship, and the independent administration. So go ahead, you may proceed.
All right. Mr. Powell, can you state your full name for the court?
Michael Kenneth Powell.
And you were married to Mary Jane Powell since April of 1974. Is that correct?
Correct. April 5th.
1974. That's a long time. Sorry for your loss. And you live when she passed away, you were living in Baytown, Harris County, Texas?
Yes, I was. Yes, we were.
Chambers County.
Chambers County.
Chambers County, sorry, Chambers County, Texas, correct. At 418 Joe Patch Road?
Correct.
Okay. 4518, correct, yes. And that marriage you had never dissolved, right? Is that
It
correct?
didn't. No.
Okay. And you had 2 children from that marriage?
Yeah.
Tanya Michelle, go ahead.
Tanya and Amanda.
Tanya Michelle Hutton and Amanda Dawn Baker, is that right?
Correct.
And you've done all you can to see and locate a will, but it's to your knowledge, There is no will.
We were in the process of trying to get a will,
Okay,
and we just didn't get that far.
just didn't get that far. So you're certain that there's no written
There
will?
is no written will.
Okay.
We had discussed what we wanted, and we were in the process of trying.
Okay. And a necessity exists for the administration of the state because there's certain funds and things that you need to get to that you're not able to at this time. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And there's no reason for you not to be able to serve as a executor of the estate or administrator of the estate because you'd never been convicted of a felony or any other reason of that nature.
Correct.
Okay. This is a non-taxable estate, Your Honor. I ask that, will appraisers be waived? All the waivers are on file for anybody who's potentially an heir. But I pass the witness.
For any questions, this witness?
Yes, sir. It was very nice to talk with you before earlier, and I understand your great loss.
Thank you.
So you looked really hard for a will, but you knew that y'all didn't do it and you just ran out of time.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you will, you understand as an independent administrator that you have the duty now to complete the things that you need to do to administer this estate, and you're willing to do that.
Yes, ma'am.
And I do regret your loss, but it is part of what we do in this lifetime, is it not?
Thank you.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, Counselor.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, I hereby approve the judgment determining heirship and granting letters of independent administration. Have you agreed to an ad litem fee amount?
Your Honor, I filed a sworn statement of fees for $600. That was filed yesterday. So I would ask that that be approved.
We are not objecting to that amount.
Thank you, Counselors. So I've approved the judgment and also the litem fees. Thank you all. Have a good day.
Thank you,
Thank
Your
you,
Honor.
Judge.
Chairman Spell. All right, back to number 24, the state of Cody Neal Campbell. Looks like your client's camera's on, so you may proceed. We need to swear you in though. Raise your hand, Mr. Stout.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're giving today is true and correct, so help you God.
All right, put your hand down. He said, I do. I didn't hear him. I still can't hear you.
Yep, we can't hear you either. Let's try that again.
Yeah, that's mute. That should be unmuted. We see your lips moving, but cannot hear you. All right, well, you work on that. We'll go to cause number 94, the state of Julius Martin White. Mr. Davidson, good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
You may proceed.
I've got the applicant here. He's been sworn. And so with your permission, I'll proceed.
You may proceed.
All right. Please state your name for the court.
Dean Marshall.
And Julius Martin White, the decedent, died on June 9th, 2025 in Mont Belvieu, Chambers County, Texas, at the age of 81. Is that right?
That is correct.
And this court has jurisdiction and venue in that he had a fixed place of residence in Chambers County at the time of his death, correct?
That is correct.
I'm showing you a copy of the signature page of the document that's been filed with the court, which purports to be his last will and testament, dated April 24th, 2023. Do you recognize that as being his signature?
I do.
And to the best of your knowledge, this document was never revoked, was it?
To the best of my knowledge, that is correct.
Your Honor, I request that the court take judicial notice that the original of the will is in the court's possession.
Hold on.
After the date of the will, there were no children born to or adopted by him, were there?
No.
There was no marriage dissolved after the date of the will, was there?
No.
No state, governmental agency, or charitable organization is named in the will as a devisee, are they?
No.
And the will names you to serve as independent executive without bond, and you and I have discussed the qualifications, and you are qualified and not disqualified to serve in that capacity. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Your Honor, I ask that you admit this will to probate and that Dean Marshall be appointed as independent executor without bond. It's a non-taxable estate. Request that appraisers be waived.
So done. Thank you, Counselor.
Excellent. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
You too. Mr. Stout, unmute yourself and let's see if we can hear you now. All right, get your cell phone and call into my office. We will put you on speaker. We'll see you and hear you. Call 409 267 2440. And let's go on to cause number 97, the state of Wilbert W. Weckworth.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I'll be providing the testimony.
All right, you may proceed.
Your Honor, my name is Tyler Williams, and I represent and I'm here on behalf of the applicant, Ginger K. Johansson. Wilbert W. Weckworth, the decedent, passed away on July 19th, 2025 in Chambers County, Texas at the age of 81 years. At his death, the decedent was domiciled in and had his principal residence in Chambers County. Your Honor, I ask that the court take judicial notice that the document filed with this court dated June 16th, 2023 is the original of the decedent's last will and testament.
Oh, no.
And to the best of my knowledge, the decedent never revoked this will. The decedent was never divorced after the making of this will. No child was born to or adopted by the decedent after the making of this will. Neither the state, a governmental agency of the estate, or a charitable organization is named in the will as a devisee. A necessity exists for the administration of the decedent's estate, and the will names Randall L. Weckworth as independent executor, but Randall has filed a declination to serve as independent executor with this court. The will further names Ginger K. Johansson as independent executor if Randall for any reason fails or ceases to serve, and Ginger K. Johansson is not disqualified from accepting letters. So, Your Honor, we ask that the will be admitted to probate, that letters be issued to Ginger K. Johansson upon filing of her oath without the requirement of bond, and that appraisers for the estate be waived.
Well done. Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Stout. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, we can hear you too.
You can hear him on this too.
Now it's working.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna hang up the phone so that we can
Hold
hear
on.
you.
Can you hear me now? Good.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Counselor, you may proceed.
Thank you so much. I call Brandon Stout. Please state your name for the court.
Brandon Wayne Stout.
And how long did you know Cody?
Around 8 years.
And how did you know him?
He was my stepson.
Okay. And is it true that he died on October 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
And he was a resident of Chambers County at the time of his death?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are personally familiar with his family history?
Yes.
Is it true that Cody was never married?
Yes, ma'am.
And is there anyone to your knowledge that could claim they were Cody's common law spouse?
No.
And to the best of your knowledge, did Cody have any children?
Yes.
Could you please state the child's name?
Avery Blake Campbell.
Okay. And no other children were born to or adopted by Cody?
No, ma'am.
And as far as you know, Cody died without a will?
Yeah, that to my knowledge, yes.
And was he the type of person that would have executed a will? Did he have any other estate planning documents drafted?
No, ma'am.
Do you know if there was a search for a will?
No.
But given that the time that has elapsed since his death, if there was a will, it would have been located by now.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were not claiming any interest in the estate?
No, ma'am.
And you were not being paid for your testimony?
No, ma'am.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Stout. Some of my questions might be a little repetitive because Ms. Sarah is very good at her job. So just to make sure, there was never any discussion of any other children besides Avery, right?
No.
Okay. And there was no one that Cody took into his home and might have raised as his own or helped support like he would like his own child?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you ever hear him mention writing a will or discussing a will?
No, sir.
Okay. And you never heard him mention putting a will on deposit for safekeeping at a courthouse?
No, sir.
All right. And just to clarify, he was his home address on a lot of things was a Crystal Beach address, but that was what he kind of used as a mailing address, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He was living in Chambers County when he passed.
Yes.
Okay. And I want to make sure for the record we have that Avery Blake Campbell is a minor, correct?
Yes, sir.
With that, Your Honor, Ms. Zara did a wonderful job, and so I don't have any other questions. I pass the witness.
Your next witness, counselor.
Thank you, Your Honor. I call Tori Flanagan. Please state your name for the court.
Corey Lynn Flanagan.
And how long did you know Cody?
My whole life.
And how are you related to him?
I'm his sister.
And is it true he died on October 22nd of 2023?
Yes.
And he was a resident of Chambers County at the time of his passing.
Yes.
And you are obviously familiar with his family history.
Yes.
And Cody was never married.
No.
And there's no one that could claim they were Cody's common law spouse.
No.
And to the best of your knowledge, Cody only had one child, Avery.
Correct.
And no other children were born to or adopted by Cody.
No.
And to the best of your knowledge, Cody passed without a will.
Correct.
And you are not claiming any interest in the estate.
No.
And you were not being paid for your testimony.
No, ma'am.
I pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Flanagan, just to make sure, Avery is a minor to the best of your knowledge, correct?
Yes.
And I will ask you what I asked Mr. Stout. Did you ever hear Cody discuss writing a will or planning to write a will?
He was too young. No.
And so you never heard him mention anything about putting a will on a will on deposit for safekeeping at a courthouse?
No.
And to confirm with you as well, his mailing address might have been Crystal Beach, but he did indeed live in Chambers County at the time of his death.
Correct.
And that will check everything off of my list. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
And we'll approve the application to determine heirship. And have an order of $600 for ad litem fees that's agreed to.
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
So is all we're doing is determining heirship. There's no,
There's no administration. There's already an administration. Ms. Stout is already the dependent administrator.
okay. So what about the application to pay attorney fees?
It's not before the court right now.
Oh, it's not? Okay, it was
No.
in my file.
Yeah, it's on file, but it's just not before the court.
So
This
we'll
was,
come back on that.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then I think we're done. I approve the application and the lighting fees.
Thank you so much. May we be excused?
You may be. Thank you all. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.